I just wanted to take just a couple minutes to recognize, this historic season for Ambassador Christian softball. Just kind of, some highlights, some key points, and just overall just reflect on a lot of the great memories that this team was able to have this year. First, I just want to do a couple things. Thank you first, of course, to my family. My wife and my youngest daughter could not be here. Belle wasn't feeling well when she got home, so my wife's stayed home, but Gabby's here. The sacrifice that they make, to allow me to coach and enjoy having one of the best jobs in the world to do. They get to see me when I get home late at night and stuff, just for a little bit here and there and stuff. And so, I thank them, first and foremost. Second, Coach Ebony. It's amazing how God's plan works and how us meeting at Huff, coaching Madden, and that kind of relationship has grown so much here. And then you taking a leap of faith with me, coming to Ambassador and helping coach this program, starting it up. And it's so funny when, Coach Ebony, when we got started, she had all these great plans and all these, we're going to do this, we're going to do that and that. And it's like, had to temper it down. But I mean, the amount of things that we have planned for this program is amazing. And it wouldn't be without Coach Ebony and the sacrifices she makes, having to sacrifice not seeing her daughter, and playing in college. She's on the bus with her phone, watching Gardner Webb playing every single time and stuff. It's just, a lot of parents could easily say, thanks but no thanks. I'd rather go watch my daughter in college. So I thank you for that sacrifice. Parents, you guys are amazing. You guys just roll with whatever, I have, the challenges that the softball's brought this, last season and this season. And you guys just, with whatever issues or whatever, things that we have come up, however far of a drive we have for a game, you guys always show up, and I cannot thank you enough for that. I've been a part of a lot of different programs, a lot of different sports, and I've never seen a group of parents just be so supportive, no matter what the situation is, where the game is, what time it is and stuff. You guys all show out for it. We have other sports programs here that refuse to play games at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and want a 7 o'clock start time, and I have to, jump through so many hurdles to get it done. But every time I've said, hey, we're playing at 4:30, not one peep has been, for you guys, and everyone has been there. So I really appreciate that. It's been amazing, that how supportive you are for these girls there. My seniors, I really, really want to say thank you. I owe you so much, because we wouldn't have a softball program if it wasn't for you guys. I remember with Mary Stanton and Jada and Maggie, having to convince them in AP Gov to come out and play softball last year. I might have guaranteed them an A in that class, if they would come out and play. And there was no guarantee they'd come out this year. And it was kind of like one of those things like, do you really need me to come out? I would love for you to come out. And to see how much you guys have grown, the growth on that, with Jada as an outfielder is unbelievable. Mary Stanton with her positive attitude. And no matter where, no matter what situation it is, you'll smile on your face, but the one thing I will say with Mary Stanton last season was scared to death of the ball. Do not hit her the ball one time. Now in practice, we'd hit it to her and stuff, and nonchalantly just standing there while talking to me, catching the ball and everything, from there. Gigi, how much you've grown from last year to this year has been unbelievable. You as a person, were, coming out super shy, and then, very, to yourself, and from last year to this year, how much growth you have as a person, being talkative, being a part of the team, really getting yourself into, the team atmosphere. I'm so proud of you for that. Lainey, you're probably the hardest working player that we have on this team. No matter what challenges we've given to her, what positions we asked her to play, what things we asked her to do. She did it with no hesitation whatsoever. Every practice was always asking Coach have any help, with at batting or fielding, and all that. So I'm just proud of you overall and in how much you have grown as a player. Mia, she is the quiet one on the team, but she is the force, and she was kind of the stability for us last year and this year. Out of that junior and senior group, the one that had probably the most softball experience in that group, and ultimately she played, was like a torn Achilles or like part of like weak Achilles, and last year, came out and played with that, and just overall had a ton of fun with everything from there. And then, the other seniors who aren't here, so I just really, do owe them a debt of gratitude. I'll always owe them a debt of gratitude. Oh, Jada, I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah. I thought, I said
You did it first.
Yeah.
I started afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, I thought I did. You scared me for a second. I was looking at all
Sorry
that.
for
It was
what?
like, oh my God.
Yeah, thank you for both.
But just, through the rest of the juniors, a small junior group of Maggie and Justice holding it down, a catcher and first base to, some of the most important positions that we have on the field, having them come out every single game with the pep, is that like I call it and stuff, and, the kind of the overall, hype for the team. Great. Sophia coming out, this year, new to Ambassador, kind of was wasn't sure if, you were going to play or not and stuff, but I'm so glad you are, and you did, and stuff, and be, so grateful for that, there. Adele, I love your attitude, I love your personality, your quirkiness. She is either at practice on the game, on the field, has some of the best facial traits to her, watching her play. When she hits the ball, she hits it great. If she swings and misses though, you can definitely tell that she definitely missed it there from there. Val, thank you so much for coming out this year. Thank you for being a part of this team. Thank you for everything you've done. We've asked you to play different positions. We asked you to be a pitcher this year. That that you probably weren't expecting to be at all. Traditionally you were the catcher, in outfield, and we threw a challenge to you and you accepted it with no hesitation whatsoever. Maybe a little hesitation, but you did great, on there. Chapel, you're the rock star. You've grown from last year to this year. It's amazing to see the growth of you as a person, as a player, overall, just attitude-wise. How much fun you're having with the game now. I'm absolutely proud of you for that. Tessa, it's another one who's done leaps and bounds and growth as a player. And we had you coming over from last year from Body Cone and stuff. It was a gift because we needed an infielder and a third baseman, and you took on that challenge. And where you were from last year to this year is unbelievable, and where you're going to be by the time you're senior, you're going to be one of the best there. And then Hadley, if you don't know, Hadley basically came to me the day before tryouts, and was like, hey, can I still come out? And I welcomed her with open arms. And so I know it was a little bit of a worry there at the beginning, but I hope you had fun, and I'm glad you came out because you in center field is definitely a safety net for us there, and and the back there. So, but yes, it's just thankful all around. This was one of the most fun seasons I've ever had overall. We had a lot of firsts. We of course had our first win. First win. Had our first shutout win. First sweeps of the teams. Beating two teams we swept twice. So from there, first come from behind win, which ended the season, which was, to me, that was like icing on the cake. That to me, it was one I never had so much more fun coaching a game. You know, the ups and downs of that, and just the attitude the girls had that game, and just no matter what the situation was, the positivity of it all was amazing. And to see them come into the 7th inning, down 1 run, having the bats, going through it, scoring 4 runs, getting a 3-run lead, and then holding it on to the bottom of the 7th is amazing. And I'm just so proud of them, and I'm looking forward to next year. Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, we'll be in a conference, you know, next year. And with those wins right there, we don't qualify to be in the 8th seed of the playoffs, and who knows what, you know, if you just get yourself a chance, who knows what might happen in that stuff. I have a gift for all of you guys. It's a fun picture with all the little memories that we had. There's a special picture on there from one of our game day uniforms, special edition ones on there.
Shout out.
Yes, the McDonald's uniform made an appearance here. Yes, we might have to order that one.
Oh my gosh, that looks rich.
But it's all our team pictures from senior night, from our first win, and then over here on the side, you'll see us in red there. Mr. Johnson, after our last game, we went to McDonald's, and I don't know how he did it, but on the car ride over, he was sending us all these like custom, uniforms and that. And then, of course, you see we're all in red and yellow there with the McDonald's logo and stuff. So we might have to get one of those uniforms we made for us. So. That would be sponsored by McDonald's. Sponsored by McDonald's. I mean, that's not a bad deal right there. All right, so we have a couple awards we'd like to get out first. Let's see here. The first award is the Leadership Award. And I did a little bit different from what I did last year and previous years. I want to really highlight and focus on some key people here on this team that really exemplified different things about this team that really made it something special, and leadership was one of them. It's really hard to ask someone to just be a leader, right? It's something that you're told you're born with, you don't have it. And it's really hard for a group of girls that really haven't played with each other for multiple years to get together and someone to take on the lead and try to get the team to follow. But this one person here, throughout last year and even this year especially, the growth that she has been as a leader for this program, it wouldn't be where it is today without her. Her attitude, her effort in practice, every off-season workout, she be there. If she couldn't be at a practice, couldn't be with us for something, she let it be known that she was upset. And might have been she had to go to a debate tournament and miss out on a specific game. But when we let her know that we won our first game and stuff, there was no bitterness whatsoever. It was 100% support for the team. Adele, you are going to be an unbelievable leader, not just in softball, but in life right here. So, all right. Second award is the breakthrough player. I could have literally given this to every single person on this team because the growth that we saw from last year's team to this year's team. If you guys remember, I don't think we could throw and catch, our first practice. Like the first practice last year, it was comical. It was fun. It will stay with me till the day I die. But where we started last year, and where we ended last year, I was a little concerned. I was like, all right, will the girls keep what we taught them and continue on that effort? And sure enough, they did. And every single one, we come into practice, and we legit had a real practice. It was night and day. But there's one player who was really taken on to softball, and from where she started to where she is now to where she's going to be, it's going to be unbelievable to watch. And I'm pretty sure she's going to have a pretty good collegiate career in softball. Our breakthrough player for this season is Tessa Riddle. Where she started out from last year, asking her to play third base, to where she is now is unbelievable. I love how you take pictures. Alright, I had to keep one, just like a traditional award, the Silver Slugger. So for baseball and softball, it's the person who has the overall best batting average, best home runs, OPS, so forth and stuff. But if looking at batting average wise and stuff, we had about 3 players that could have been awarded this right here. But one I put in a spot in the lineup every single time, and I know it probably frustrated at some points in time because when you bat third, it is asked, you're asked a lot. Okay, normally your first or your second hitter is going to get on base, and when you bat third, you're expected to advance those runners, and you're expected to not just hit a single, you're expected to hit like a double and get those runners in. And so it was a challenge, and she accepted it, and she did it with as much courage as I can think of, and taking on, coming onto a new team this year and stuff, and she did amazing with it. I know she was frustrated at some points in the middle of the season when she got a little bit of stuff, but she fought through it and battled through it and ended the season on a big time high note. So this year's Silver Slugger Award, for overall best batter, is Justice Johnson. MVP, this is one of every team has to have. Honestly, this team, I keep going back to it. This team was so, it gelled so well. And honestly, you could give it the MVP to each and every single one of these players here, and it would be okay. But there's one player that, looking through the entire season, that grinded through the season, no matter what we asked her to do, what position we wanted her to play, where we wanted her to hit. She did it with ease. No fight back, no, I don't want to do it, I want to do it. It was amazing to see this player just unbelievably just sacrifice herself for the team, and grow as a person. It is amazing talking to her in the dugout, situations, what do we do with this, how can we do that. Just seeing her grow as a softball player is pretty special. And if she continues on this path, she's going to be one of the best that this program's ever going to come out of, and who knows what the future has for her. So our MVP this year is Chapel Simpson. remember the situation?
Yes,
Yeah, I remember.
that's what I was talking about.
Alright, so an award that's unique to ambassadors, the Heart of the Line Award. This is something that Coach Bo has every team put together, and it has to represent a person that is a great overall athlete, a great overall teammate, a great overall person, a great overall Christian. Just somebody who exemplifies what Ambassador Christian wants to be and grow as a school. It's something that we strive for every athlete, and I think this team, every girl here on this team, has the representatives of what this award has. But one really stuck out this year for us, and this is another one. We asked her to do a lot of different things that she wasn't, I think, expecting to do coming onto this team. And she did it with ease and with excitement and, just overall positive attitude. Like I said, it sounds repetitive, but this team was so much fun to coach. But this one was a special player, and I'm happy she came out to softball. There was a little bit of a worry if she would. There was a little bit, concern that maybe she was a little burned out from it. But just an overall person that you can just look at and know she's just an overall good person. That person for this year for the Heart of the Line Award is Sophia Hunter. Unbelievable season. The amount of memories I have are going to last with me for a lifetime. Just how much fun I had this season. I'm looking forward to next season. Hopefully, we have everyone back, plus a couple more that are in the pipeline wanting to come to Ambassador. My seniors, I wish you nothing but the best of luck in your futures. I hope that everything comes to you that you wish for, and Coach Ebony and I will always be here for you guys. You have our phone number. Issues that come up in life, you can call us and we can help you out here. But thank you so much. I promise you soon we'll be out of here by 7:30 because we got a final today at 7:30. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we
Divergent Media TV.